All right. So I wanted to introduce one of my students from the Becoming Light program. This is the beautiful Elma. And yes, and I would love you just to tell us a little bit about you, where you are, how long you've been doing hair.
So I'm located in Brooklyn, New York. I've been doing hair and specifically curly hair for 10 years. Um, I have a hair salon in Bushwick as well. So I've been doing haircuts, color in the shop for about 4 years. And I became Reiki certified in February 2020, level 2. So I've been trying to integrate my energy work into my salon life so I don't keep running back and forth between the two.
Got it. And so was that like the primary, like for lack of a better word, problem of like what you were experiencing before joining Becoming Light? Like it was like separate. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. And it was hard for me because not only do I have to run a business and cut hair, then it was my Reiki, the third thing that I was separating into my apartment. So I was like, I have too many plates spinning at the same time.
Yeah, I remember having that moment myself where I was like kind of working all day at the salon and then I would like run home and then do energy work for clients at my home space. And it was quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then was there a reason? Because I know that there's like obviously a million programs out there on the market. So I'm just curious, like, why did you join Becoming Light specifically over other programs?
Well, I will say one, because we were both involved with Destroy the Hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt comfortable and confident with you that you are also being guided with a similar philosophy, because I don't know, it's kind of like you were vetted. Like, I don't know, all these strangers on the internet in this world, I didn't know who to trust. So for you, I felt you were trustworthy, and I really liked everything you were talking about. I loved your personality. I liked how real you were. And honestly, it just comes through. So I picked yours because it said everything. I wanted to know the marketing. I wanted to know little ways I can implement doing Reiki in the salon without having to have a bed, without having to make it. I was like, how do I synthesize this? So that's what I was really looking for.
Oh, that's awesome. I love to hear that. And so, this is like very much like a done with me program where you get like one-on-one coaching and then you're also watching the education as well. So can you tell me what about the program was really effective for you?
So what was really effective for me was your videos. I'm a visual learner, and it's really important for me to see it happening, because it's a really private thing. So it's really hard to see other people in their work. It's not like you can watch somebody do a haircut and learn that haircut. Reiki work isn't as like out there like that. So it was the exposure. I like to see it. So I really honestly felt like I loved the videos because I got to see it in action and relate to it. And it really just sinks into my memory more.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were like, oh, there were some moments where you thought like, oh, she's doing this thing and I do that too. And that feels really good because like when we're doing healing work, we're kind of by ourselves, like doing our own things. We're like, is other people doing it this way too?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. And I hope it gave you some more like confidence in your ability.
Yes, totally. And it enhanced something about just getting I don't want to say the word permission, but it was just like, aha. I had so many aha moments.
You did?
I was like, yes. I was like, yep, that's the thing. Yep, that hits. Like I said, I just really needed to see it. Because all of this is stuff I'm reading in books, or I'll watch
Yep.
It's just so nice to see it applicable.
Yeah, I feel that. I love that you're going to still be able to access the content because I really enjoyed the teachers that I had, because it kind of acts like it gives me like an energy bump, like before I'm about to
Yes.
teach or before I'm about to do like a really big like healing service, or, I can kind of just watch a little snack of it and be like, okay,
Mm.
cool. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I mean, like anything else, like, we're human and we have days we could get distracted and I just need to sink back in. So it's just nice to be able to like fall into it in peace.
Yeah, because you have a rad event coming up. Like I love your Instagram, and I love the vibration of your salon name, that it's called Queen of Swords. Like it's very punchy, but there's, like obviously like some strength to it. And I love that you have basically intertwined your personality into developing this community, in your area, and you're launching an event with like something called like shitty hair crafts, but it's like very like fun, and they're making shitty hair crafts, but then they are also going to, have tarot and Reiki work, which is awesome.
Because it feels safe. It feels like it's not so wooey. I really like the idea of to integrate Reiki into regular life because it's fun and it's light and it's not, I feel like people see this kind of work as like, don't change me. Or like, they're like, hey, what are you going to do to me?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not trying to do anything that like isn't helpful or nice, I don't know. So anyways, it's just, I find it a nice, palpable way to introduce something to somebody who's curious.
It's so rad, and like, that's what I love about like taking like, the system that I've like given, and then you can just totally run with it and add your own unique signature, which is like so cool to witness in real time. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
You.
You're putting yourself out more. It's great.
I was excited for you to see it. I was like, oh, she's going to see I'm doing it.
Yeah.
She is doing it.
And then my next question, well, I guess we kind of answered it. It's like, what was the result of implementing this stuff, into your life, into your business? And it sounds like, you're designing events, but is there anything else?
Well, it is nice. Another reason, really this program was important for me was to be held accountable.
Yes.
So really it was good to be like, I don't know if not everybody's like this, but like I like to be a little bit like a teacher's pet, or like to, like, look, I did the homework. I don't know, it's just a little nugget.
Oh yeah, I relate to that 100%.
So I was like, it was nice to be like, okay, Elma, you're doing this. This is like when your time to focus on this is your, because we're hairstylists in this world. Like we have a million things to do. Everybody has a million things to do. We're all busy. So it just kind of was a North Star for at least 8 weeks to be like, remember you wanted to do this. Remember you promised yourself you were going to integrate it. So like I needed you and the team behind me to stay on task.
Yeah, I love the community. I'm so glad that you spoke to that, because that is exactly my experience. Like I don't really feel like I need to teach like 5 million strategies and tactics. I think like so much of my coaching experience and like all my teachers, it just becomes an energetic contract where I'm like, okay, like I committed to the thing. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going to show up. And like, it pushes me to like push basically through like my upper limits.
Well,
some of my shadow.
Yes.
Because my shadow wants to disappear.
Dude, same, especially with this. It was like summertime, COVID summer. And it's just like, oh, I just want to check out. I just wanted to check out. So it's been such a hard 2 years, but I was like, you don't have to check out if you like what you're doing. Like you don't have, this is like, I want to just keep being a part of it. And I will say that since I've been in the beta program, I raised my prices to $200 an hour.
Yes. Everybody raised their prices. P.S.
I'm so happy to hear that.
So stoked. You all experienced, inspired each other so much. I loved it.
That's exact. And when you see in your group, like, oh, they did it, I could do it too. It's just, I don't know how other people work, but for me, that works for me.
It works for me too. Oh yeah. That's awesome. And my last question is like, how did this impact your life? Because I always like to talk about it like beyond just like the program, but like, how did your life, I guess, change? As cheesy as that sounds?
Well, I don't know. I guess I feel like my life has been on a trajectory since I've been doing Reiki work.
Oh yeah,
And if
that's what
anything,
happens.
yeah, so I kind of feel like, and it's been beautiful and amazing. So I guess I want to say if my life has changed at all, it's just enhanced more, and I've made more connections and more confidence, and I talk about it a little bit more freely with friends and clients, because it's like the club I'm in. So then my friends and, clients are like, what did you do this week? It's like, well, I had this class, and I'm like, da, 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 da. And all my friends are like, what's this class? It sounds so cool. So I feel, I don't know.
And then you put it on your online menu, and then you said people were like, what is this? What is this haircut and energy work?
Yes, that's what, and I'd rather be an innovator than a follower in a sense. So I don't want to wait till like this is all a thing. I'd rather be a person to like carve into it. I want to be one of the first, in our industry to start really implementing this whole culture, because I do see the next 10 years, that's where we're headed.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, like that's how what I even said, like in one of the training modules, it's like 17 billion alone was spent on energy healing last year.
Yeah.
Billion. So there's a market for it. So I just love
And
that you are like a pioneer.
yeah, and I mean you too, because something you said that really stuck with me because it vibrates to my mission is we're here to make money. We're healing and making money. And
Yes.
in turn, when us women and healers are financially stable, we can make great change. We can help society. It's bigger than like, oh my God, I'm gonna make money. It's like, no, we need to be in power.
Yes.
We need to make these choices and decisions. Our world is all funky dunk right now, and we need light workers up in it. And
Yes.
I'm tired of like asking for permission or waiting for my turn. It's like, oh, I see how this works. I'm going to have to carve into it.
Yeah. It's like really money is energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, oh, like what does it look like to invest in myself? And then by investing myself, then I get to invest in other people, other ideas that really just feel aligned with like my identity.
Dude, it just in a small way, it's like a little social change. If everybody's trying, I can't imagine what becomes of us in 5 years, where we're at. So you're doing great work, Ashley. Thank you.
Thank you. I am so excited. Can you imagine what your life is going to look like in 1 year? Like so many amazing changes in such a small amount of time. Like your life in a year, oh my goodness.
I know, I'm excited. It's so crazy to say in such a time, but I'm looking forward. I'm excited. Like I'm not dreading, I'm not like apathetic. It's just I'm in it, I'm plugged in. So I want to feel that way because I'm somebody who's anxious or depressed. So to be present is the biggest tool for me.
Yes. I feel like I keep talking about this, but I just want to thank you so much for being a part of the beta program. This case study is so awesome, and it's been so fun to connect with all of you. So I just love you, and
I love you too.
I just love you, and I know we're gonna still be connected. So thank you.
And I'm gonna see you in a month. Hopefully, we'll catch each other.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. All right.
Yes.
I do